Hey everybody, welcome back again to the AD&D second edition channel. I've got a massive pickup video here for you, all from different days, but it's all kind of come together in one huge haul today. Basically inspired me to make this video because I got to sort through all this stuff. So the first things that I'm going to show you here, actually before I even start that, you might want to go get yourself something to drink. Something to eat, to sit down and take a look at all this stuff. But the first thing that I'm going to show you here, I got a really good deal on. It was the local library was unloading some books. Unfortunately, no monster manuals or anything cool like that, but some novels. I got this one here, which is one of the Eberron series, Thorn of Breland, which I don't have anything else in that vein of things, but at the same time, when you know the deal that I got here on these, it's like worth it essentially. And then I got the Last Threshold, which is book 4, which I don't have the other books in this one, so I'm gonna have to get those first. And then I also got this one here, The Legend of Drizzt, book 10, I guess, because it says X, so I'm gonna have to go back and find all the books that go along in this series as well. But for those 3 books right there, these 3 right here, I paid $1. So they were unloading books 5 for $1, and I had to kind of jump on it. And I just grabbed these 3, and she said, "Do you want 2 more?" And I'm like, "Nah, this is good," because as you can tell in my collecting life here, I've got way too much stuff. So that's the way that goes. I went to the Too Many Games Expo, and mostly what that's focused around is video games, but there were some vendors there that had some D&D stuff, and I thought this was a pretty good deal right here. I got the Fiend Folio for $10 US. Not too bad. Someone's notes are still in here. I'll look through those in a second. Hopefully nothing too personal, but this was the group here that sold to me, or the store that sold me, the ABXY Games. I'm pretty sure that's what this one was, but pretty cool right there. And this book's in decent shape, has some writing, but it's in pencil, so I can get rid of that, and the pages are beautiful. Unfortunately, it does have a little bit of a warp to it, but hopefully I can just kind of like, put some books down on it maybe and flatten it out a little bit. But I thought that was a pretty good deal for $10, because it goes for at least that, online without the shipping. So I thought that was pretty good. And then all these different things. I don't know, some sort of campaigny kind of stuff going on here, but check this out, like old school character record sheet. Really cool. What a blast from the past something like that is. Hey, look at that, like the typeface on it's actually like a like a typewriter. So it's old school. Yeah, look at that, huh? Really cool. And there you go again, there's a paladin human. Let's see here. Nice. Hey, maybe you can reuse some characters here for modern D&D. Ooh, an 18 strength. Look at that. Ranger. Pretty nice as well. And what do we got here? One final one. We've got ourselves another paladin who's level 8. Pretty amazing, and also has 18 strength and 18. Whoa, that's like a pretty maxed out character right there. But anyways, so that was the stuff that was inside that book. That's kind of fun just to see the previous owners' things there. At a Salvation Army, I found this, and unfortunately this is not usable for D&D just because it is out of scale of it, but it is this game right here, Battle Lore and Epic Fantasy Adventure. So I don't even know if that fits in frame there, but it's all in there. I'm not going to dig through all this, but there are like a ton of minis. Unfortunately, like I said though, if you take a look at this as like a human, it's way out of scale. For these are really short. But I mean, if you were doing some sort of maybe like a tactical military kind of thing, this could work out pretty nicely. But it's all in there, and there's tons of different minis. The only one here that probably useful is that spider to me, but I'm probably not going to pilfer that out of this set. I'll probably just sell this set as is. I paid $15 for it. I think it's worth about 60 probably online, and then like the shipping would probably kill someone. But yeah, that's Battle Lore right there. I couldn't leave that behind. It's just way too cool, and it's all in there, and like some of the packs in the bottom of it and everything are complete. Like, I mean, never been opened, so it's practically new. I'm gonna get into today's find. This might take a little bit of time. Don't be thrown off by the boxes, because what's on the outside of the boxes appears not to be what's inside the boxes. So you just have to bear with me here. But I found a whole bunch of boxes of Warhammer stuff. But basically, it's just a whole bunch of trees. Now, some of these, this one's not really a good example. Some of these have been like pilfered off of. You can see like things have been cut off of them. So they're not complete trees. There are just basically part trees. But look at all these like tons and tons and tons and tons of parts in here. And if you know, if you can identify any of these pieces, let me know, because I don't think they really belong necessarily to, you know, what that set was. Here's some sort of body parts there, like as far as torsos go. A lot of those had been pilfered off, but you can see like something's missing there. And so someone's like used bits and pieces of these, but they haven't used the entire thing. You see something's missing there and there and there, but you got lots of like really decent detailed like pieces there. So didn't really want to leave it behind. That's kind of weak. Missing lots of things here, but some sort of, maybe that's like the dragon's head or something. I'm not even sure. I'd have to compare it. Or not a dragon, sorry, the manticore. That's part of its head there, and a tail, and like just little bits and bobs. You know, I like to find all these little pieces. But anyways, for Warhammer guys out there, that's for you. And so is the next few boxes here, because there's more to this than just this one box. Sorry, I'm sitting here doing a little bit of sorting. Let me see here. Oh geez, here's another one. Some of this one has some paint on it, but there's some kind of, I don't even know what this is. You got Warhammer guys, you got to help me out here. We roll dice. This is all for you, man. So got some feet, some giant feet, which I'm assuming maybe goes with this set. Some painted giant feet there. Some sort of guy. I don't know what he's doing exactly, but there you go. And more painted. Looks like they were trying to paint them before even cutting them out, which is taking them off the sprue, which is kind of interesting. But you can see they've taken off some things there. They painted them and taken them off. But so, not complete trees, but ideally like some fairly usable bits right there. So really nice, and more bits and bobs in here. So that's that one. Let me see if I can get this all back in a box here. And I know like some of these things do not go together for sure, so it's already confusing enough for me with the Warhammer things, just because I am not a Warhammer guy at all. But this one here has a couple of sprues of interesting pieces, some usable, some not for D&D. This is more like a mechanized kind of thing, so perhaps not really usable for D&D, but I know people that can use this stuff. So really cool right there. Lots of arms, seems like. Keep on going here. What's this one? That might have some Dark Elder. So some of those line up, I think, with that. So check it out. Really cool stuff right there. They started painting some of those up. Whatever that is. Again, because I mean, there's instructions for some of this in here, but again, lots of pieces though. Check it all out. That's that wheel right there. I'm not sure what that is. Part of some vehicle. Cool though. I mean, this one's missing tons, but look at like rats. So I could use those. Kind of nice. And I just see like capes and arms and not, you know, like there's something there like an arm with a knife and that kind of stuff. You know, that's all usable, which is nice for me. And then whatever this is down here looks like a little ship of some kind. Kind of has a scale for anything I'd be using it for, but so that's that in there. Oh my goodness, it keeps going, folks. This is not the end of it. So like I said, if you need to have a sip of something right now, have it, because I got 2 more of these boxes coming your way. Here we go. So running out of breath just doing this. Here we go. So I don't know what this is all parts to. Again though, super rad for those that need that kind of thing. Looks like the person primed this in red. Half of a tree of some kind there. Again, missing some things. Lots of like these transfers that might be of interest to somebody. I'm not sure. Check it out. Pretty neat. Here's some more things, but you can see they've cut like lots off of this one, but there's still lots of pieces left. totally usable for someone or something, or I don't know. I'll probably have to sell that for bits. I mean, there's like 2 pieces left on that one, so very sparse sprue there, or tree, or whatever you call them. But yeah, there you go. Some more bits, pieces, and pieces and pieces. But you can see, like, that's pretty hefty right there. Oh my goodness. There's one more box coming our way here. And these transfers, stuff doesn't even barely fit in here. Just like I said, it doesn't really like necessarily belong to this. Some of it might, I don't really know, but again, it just seems like they took like extra pieces and sort of threw them into the side and these things, and then eventually just got rid of them. So this definitely usable for D&D. Look at, like, there's a nice like Viking kind of head or a dwarf kind of head, so really cool. And there's, I don't know, someone's back or something like that. Hard to say, hard to say. But here you go, like, again, more arms with weapons, more heads, more just, you know, everything usable for what we're doing here. Great for modding things. I don't know what they did here. They cut like a chunk out of that flag. Kind of weird to do that. Of all the things you're gonna take a piece of plastic from, seems kind of strange, but sure they had their reasons. Keep going, keep going. We'll get through this, people. Again, not sure what I'm looking at here, but you might let me know. More heads, more arms, more weapons, more flags, more everything. So it's really cool. I mean, there's some sort of like dragon head, or maybe that's part of one of these guys, I don't know. But again, weapons, heads, all that kind of thing just keeps going. Very sparse sprue here. And there we go. Bits and bobs, and it just goes on and on and on. So, I mean, definitely cool. Lots of weapons here, which is nice. Give you some weapon variety. You can mod out some of those guys. What do we got here? Oh, and there you go. Another Dark Elves transfer sheet. So even those transfer sheets, those are pretty good for different things. Let me just move this out of the way because I'm not quite done yet. And so I found those, and there were actually other ones, but the sprues were like too, what do you call it? Like they were too sparse. Like there wasn't enough on them really for me to bother with it. So I just didn't bother picking those ones up. But there were about 3 or 4 more boxes there. And then we get into this. So I found bags, which obviously belong to some of this stuff, likely that the person has detached and now donated. I got to be careful with this, and again, this is my first unboxing or whatever, but this one was $2. Oh, I didn't even mention the other ones. Those were $7 each, but I used a 20% off coupon, so I basically got those. Like all the stuff I'm about to show you ended up being $32.64, I believe, with tax in and everything like that. So here you go. But again, $2. I got some sort of ship of some kind. Don't know if that's useful to anybody or what, but that is definitely part of this. And then we got some kind of another vehicle there for riding on. Again, you guys will have to let me know. I'm not the Warhammer guy. You guys are. Come on. I'm a D&D guy. But at the same time, here you go. This is one of those actually complete with a guy riding on it. So that kind of gives you a better idea. That's sort of cool. And what do we got here? Oh my goodness, man. This is going to go on for days. But, you know, I'm missing a head and missing some arms. But I'm sure I could find some of those now. Here we go. There's some more bits. What do we got here? Everybody seems to be missing arms, so I don't know. It seems like the person primed these but never quite got around to finishing everything off with them, because those guys are missing their arms and everything. But again, kind of cool. And again, something I'm going to use for trading for D&D. This, I don't even know if that has anything to do with it. Seems like it probably doesn't. It just seems out of place. What do we got here? Again, guys, you gotta help me out. But you can see there are so many different items in here. torsos. That looks like someone should be a bower of some kind. Missing their lower half, but I mean, come on. For the price I paid, give me a break. This is a killer deal. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's just like everything in here. Again, you Warhammer guys, what does that say? 1998. So this is Game Workshop stuff from, I think, like, it's gonna range here from 98 to whatever. That may not be anything. I don't know if you can even go through all these bits, but you can see there's like tons of stuff in here. That's actually a metal piece. If you recognize it, let me know, because I sure don't. Those are probably not. I'm just gonna pull that stuff out and get rid of it. I know this is long, guys, but don't really know what I'm looking at necessarily. There's another something or other. Lots of bits, lots of guys. Wow, pretty neat. Missing a head, an arm. Piece of milliput or something. I don't know. But yeah, keeps going, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't have a lot to say about it other than the fact that there is a ton of stuff here. So if you identify or know what this stuff is or need any of this, let me know. There's a chest. That's kind of cool. I'll definitely use that. That one all kind of set aside. That's definitely D&D worthy. But again, holy man, what a haul. Crazy amounts of stuff here. This is the base to one of these guys. Whoever's missing a foot, I found it. There's someone that's partially painted, at least. One of the guys got his arms and everything. Oh, this guy's missing his upper half. It's somewhere. I'm sure it's somewhere here. If not, you can piece things together. It's like a weapons kind of thing. I don't know, man. Don't know what else to say about this, guys, but wow. What a huge haul of at least bits and pieces, things I can use. There's so much in here. I don't even know what to do with it all. But we roll dice. If you are interested in any of this, you let me know, because that is right up your alley, I'm sure. That being said, this is not the end of it. If you need to take another break, go right ahead, because there's a whole nother bag here. This one says $4 on it, 20% off. So basically, with taxes, everything, I paid under $4 for this bag. And here's a ton and ton of miniatures that are generally, I think, fairly complete. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Alright, let's just make a disaster here. Okay, here we go. So we'll get into this. I'm gonna have to dump this all out, and I see heads rolling and everything here, so not exactly clean, but here we go. Some kind of military something or other. But it says GW, so this is Game Workshop 1992, so this is old school. This one is a, oops, this one is a metal type 1 pewter. So is this. Also 92, so again, here we go, you know. I don't even know if we're getting everything in there. This one here is definitely usable for D&D, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to set that aside up over there where you can see it. Oh, I got to change positions here. Oh my goodness. More pieces and bits. Someone missing their head, but it's probably this guy's head right here. But again, you could glue that back on if you needed to. Someone's done some flocking to the base of this one. I don't know what this is from. It doesn't say GW on the base, but again, the person could have just like rebased it or something, so who knows. But minis galore. Those all seem to be whatever that military thing is. This is definitely usable for D&D, so that's cool. Some kind of like warrior there. Sword's a little bent. There we go. Put that next to this guy. Dude on a horse. That's pretty rad. 1999. It says with holes, without holes. I don't know, whatever that means. But there you go. All these will need a repainting. That's kind of not my style of paint job. Another military type guy. Oh my goodness, just keeps going here, going and going. So, as you can see, I don't know if you can like make it all the way through this, but Really cool. And again, I'm doing trades for stuff that's usable for D&D. There's another mounted soldier. I think these might be from Lord of the Rings. I did see a Lord of the Rings boxer that had basically nothing in it. But then again, this guy has the same base, but he's like definitely not Lord of the Rings. So yeah, another military type guy. Pretty cool. Again, you tell me what you know of any of this, because I don't. Missing an arm there. Oh well, unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. There's could be an arm in here. I mean, there's like half a guy there. So I'm just sort of randomly grabbing them. Like I said, I didn't sort through any of this stuff ahead of time. There's like a weapon of some sort. But again, like a lot of this is going to be trading, because, you know, I'm a D&D guy. I don't do this other stuff. There's another one of those warriors that's definitely D&D worthy. I don't know. That guy looks primed, but I don't know. Well, there's another one. I'm going to use that for sure. So that's nice. Put that with my D&D pile. There's some legs. Well, I don't know. Probably pieces of this guy in there. There's another set of legs. Another one of these guys. Keep that aside. Grab those guys out. Actually, there's another one. Hey, there's hey, what do you know? A wizard. Pretty sweet. Gotta do a repaint on that. That's awesome. And some sort of halfling that's missing something. But again, really cool. Must be Lord of the Rings. So this is Game Workshop. It says GW on the bottom, so it's Games Workshop for sure. Military guy on a large base. Games Workshop 2002. Large base though. Don't even know if this is all in frame. Oh my goodness. Keep going. There's an archer. So that's nice. Again, I can use that. So I'm just sort of personally separating them out right now. Another military guy. More legs. Army legs. Lots of little bases. Sorry this is taking so long, but there's so much stuff to go through. Oh my god, like some sort of mech. Some kind. That is definitely, you know, something up somebody's alley for sure. Let me know if you are interested in any of this. We can work something out, because I don't do military games. I just use minis for D&D. But cool, nonetheless. You can kind of at least prop them up for now. Wow, eh? What a deal. I mean, for less than $4, you can't beat that. I mean, it goes on and on. I know this video is getting long, folks. I can't help it. There's so much stuff to go through. I probably should have made this a multi-parter. What is this guy all about? I don't know. Interesting, nonetheless. And just kind of, maybe not. Thinking of just chucking him on a base if he fits. There he fits on that one. And military dude. Anyways, shouldn't be reassembling them right now. Anyways, should be paying attention to trying to get through all this. A base, so I'll use that for something. Dude on a horse. Again, that definitely needs a repaint, but nice nonetheless. See that? Another base. Interesting flocking on it. What's going on here? Whoa. It's a mechy looking dude. Sort of mixing old with new on that one. Here we go. Here's another man on a horse. I'm pretty sure that's like a Rider Rohan type thing. Maybe it goes on there. I don't know. And another one. So useful for D&D. Is missing a weapon there, but I can. Sure, I can do that now. Some sort of. This has nothing to do with it. That's just thrown in there, but still. Maybe something. Maybe usable. That looks pretty cool. Don't know what that's for. But usable. Usable for me. So I like it. And there's the other half of somebody that should be over here somewhere. Halfling type thing holding the orb. of some kind. So I'm gonna hold on to that. Keep going through. Sorry again for the length of this video. It's gonna be like half an hour by the time I get through all this stuff. But again, oh, there you go, an archer version of those guys. So throw him over there. There's another one. Trying to go through this as fast as possible. Broken weapon again on him, but why you'd have a green horse, I have no idea. Now I have to figure out how to strip all the paint off of those. It says Acadian. It's missing something sticking out of them, but again, more military guys. Base. There you go, military. Wow, unbelievable the amount of minis in here. But yeah, so there's a couple there. Should have maybe like laid all these out ahead of time or something. So crazy amount of them. But what can I do? This is the windfall, so I show you what I get. And that's it. What else are you gonna do about it? I can't even count all these minis. Like, for you guys, it'd take me too long. So there's a lot of them for the amount I paid. I got a killer deal, I think, overall. What's this? That's a halfling with a frying pan who's painted like Superman. Okay, cool. What do we got here? A couple more military gentlemen. That is definitely usable for D&D, so I'll set that guy aside. Not sure who it's supposed to be, but ugly paint job. Some sort of military weapon, more weapons, more guys with guns. More. There's a whole bunch of arms, probably from all those guys missing appendages. There's a lot of them there. Legs, a flag. That's old school because that's pewter. So I don't know what all of that necessarily goes with. You know, you find these random bags, it's kind of hard to know exactly what's what, but lots of military guys. I wonder if those are from Warhammer. They might. There you go. There's something I can definitely use. And just made some touch-up paint on that one. The paint job's not too bad. There's another dwarf, so really cool. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully that's focusing. That's unfortunate. Might have to redo this whole thing. I don't know. If you're not seeing everything nice and clear anyways. Come on, focus. There you go. I'm trying to look at them at the same time because this is my first look at them. What do we got here? Another swordsman of some kind. But again, totally usable for D&D, which is sweet. That goes in that pile. Another dwarf. So I got my nice little stockpile of dwarves going here, which is cool. Bits and bobs, pieces of people, more pieces, bits. Look at that. We're getting down to the end here. Holy gee. Look at that. Ooh, there we go. What do you think, guys? I don't know. You have to tell me where all this is from, or let's see here. That's a dwarf, so that's usable for my things. There's some sort of barrel that's like out of scale. I don't know. And finally, oh, this guy not usable for D&D really, because he's got too much modern stuff on him, but still cool nonetheless. And then one last base. So that, sorry about the long video, folks. I got a head there and maybe a piece of a sword. Sorry about the long video there, folks, but that's the way that it goes. So this huge like mini haul here, all those sprues with tons of pieces, that ended up, like I said, costing $32.64 because I used a coupon. These boxes here were supposed to be about $7 each, and that one bag was $3.99, that huge bag, and the smaller bag was $1.99. So, and just when I thought it was all over, I went to go get my car detailed at a place that's really close to the Value Village, and of course, instinct tells me, and I've done this before when I'm out thrifting, is always do the double take. So I mean, this was later on at night. Place was just about closing, I guess. There's maybe like 45 minutes left in their shift. Swung back around and found myself another bag of minis, which obviously came out a little bit later after the original set, but that's why you always go back and do that double take. If you're out thrifting, I'm telling you, this has worked more often than not for me on many occasions. Just going back into a place, you know, after you found something, go back there the next day, make sure that you check it out again, because things might continue to come out from that set. And lo and behold, got myself another $2 bag here, and we'll get into this. I know this is an epically long video. It's gonna be like a 40-minute, but what are you gonna do? Whoa, let's just make a mess while I'm doing that. But here we go. So we'll get into this one as well. And let me just see here, already got ourselves some kind of massive pole arm here, so that's pretty epic. Little bits and pieces. Looks to me like that might be part of that mech that I was showing earlier. Same with like this kind of piece might be part to that. I'm not totally certain. Again, like I was saying before, I'm not the Warhammer guy, so I don't really know. Here's some sort of shield emblem. I've never seen anything like that before. Some kind of backpack. Not really sure what I'm looking at here necessarily. What do we got? This is like a door or a trap door or something, so that's pretty cool. Some sort of guy you could definitely use for D&D, like a barbarian looking legs there. I'll have to figure that out. Here's another dwarf archer, which you don't usually see dwarf archers too often, so that's kind of cool. Here we got ourselves, hard to tell, doesn't really tell you on the base either, but still something usable for D&D. Some sort of piece of something there, not really sure what that is. Another archer, like almost like a nomad archer or something, so that's kind of cool. These are definitely more D&D related, I think, than the other bags are. There's another dwarf with a shield and an axe. What do we got here? Oh, a couple guys locked into each other. He's on a bit of an angle. I can fix that. There we go. Another one of these type of soldiers. Another archer. So really cool. Loading up on those, it seems like. Wow. Another armature type piece. Another archer. Lots of archers in this particular set. I mean, you guys probably know what this is from. That's a cool robe with like a little skull embedded in it. Pretty neat. Another archer. Seems like this is the archer set. What do we got here? Another dwarf with an axe. Yet another. Not sure what that is, but cool nonetheless. Pretty neat stuff right here, guys. Another dwarf. What do we got here? Another archer. Oh my goodness, never ends here. Archers galore is another one. I think they're very similar sculpts. I'm trying to go through this as quickly as possible, but I want to show you everything. So there we go there. Another one of those kind of guys. Very archer heavy, archer centric bag of minis here. These guys are larger size, not large, but if I can get them unhooked from each other, that would be nice. There we go. A little bit bigger in scale. I don't know if they're some kind of giant of some kind, but quite a bit bigger than dwarves anyways. Same as here. It says GW 2001 on the bottom, so lots of little bits and pieces there, arms and flags and axes. I'll get this stuff out of the way. Where is that? Another little piece of something or other. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll hold on to it. Oh, that's cool. One of those nomads with a massive pole arm. That's cool. Don't see that every day. There's another one. Really neat, man. Really cool. Dwarf archer seems to be like a theme here. You don't really see that too commonly in D&D, but there's another axe wielding one. A shield of some sort. Another one of these guys. Quite a few of those, it seems like. Here's another one missing something like an arm or shield maybe. Don't know what that is. This was one of these in another bag. I'm not sure what that's for. Nice. Like, I mean, like, I'm just like loading up here, guys. Like, check this all out. I mean, this is unbelievable. And it's like really like a never-ending scenario here. Look at all this. Isn't this great? Unbelievable amounts. This bag is like completely usable for D&D. I'm loving this, man. I'm gonna be painting minis till my dying day with this stuff here. Some sort of mechanized gun of sorts. Wow, I didn't even notice that in there. Isn't that amazing? Look at this. This is like a, you know, like a horse and buggy, but decorated with like dragons and really cool. That is something special right there. That might be a upcoming paint job I'm gonna have to do for sure. And if you guys want me to show off like some of the paint jobs I've done, I'm more than willing to do that. I know I showed in some videos there earlier. Their shield, more shields. Shields, this one seems to be missing a chunk out of it, or I don't know if that's on purpose or what. Another arm. One of these guys, but he's like a little bit different there. I don't know, guys. Pretty cool. What is that? That looks like almost like a goblin. Neat and really cool. All day long. It just keeps going and going. Now they're missing another shield, but I'm sure I can find something to suit that. So all these pieces, and they're one of the dwarf archers. Oh my goodness, man. Keeps coming. I'm trying to find something. Oh, that's a little bit different stance, I think. Been through so many of these already. Wow. Another one of those guys. I saw a couple of those already. And that guy. So there's a lot of duplicates in here, but that's all right, man. If you're making an army or something and you need to represent it, I mean, come on. What kind of better deal can you get than $2 for all of this? This is unbelievable, man. This is unheard of. I am blown away by this. Oh, really cool, man. These nomad guys, like, really neat. Something you don't really see every day, so kind of cool. And they're one of those dwarves. Lots of duplicates, but still nonetheless, what a great haul. This is epic, like beyond epic. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I've got more minis than I have things to say about it, guys, because lots of dwarf archers and lots of these bits and pieces again, arms and all that. So check it out. Pretty pumped about that. This guy's a little different. Let's check this guy out for a second here. He's got like a shield with a skull on it, and that's pretty detailed guy there. This is really weird. Don't know what this is. You guys might be able to inform me of what that's all about. Again, another one of those. Another dwarf with an axe. Oh my goodness. This guy's pole arm, whatever it is broken off, but still I'll be able to figure something out for him. Oops. And there's another guy with those like pole arm kind of style. This is great, man. This is great. Another one. What do we got here? Another one of the archers. Unbelievable. Not sure what those creatures are, but they could be stand-ins for lots of different things. Really neat. Really neat. Wow, that's different. Got like a hawk head on them or something. Really cool. Another trapdoor, random base. What do we got here? Another one of those guys. Trying to fire through them a little bit because a lot of them are duplicates, but again, there's nothing wrong with that. Check this out. It's like a skeleton piece of terrain, so that's kind of neat. Some sort of flag that obviously somebody holds up as a banner. Not sure what that's supposed to be. It looks like a grenade or something, or half of a grenade or something. Another one of these stands. They must be something to do with it. I don't know what they're for. Another one of these guys. Keeps going. That's a cool stance right there. I don't know if we saw one of those yet. We might have, but cool nonetheless. Dwarf again. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. Another dwarf. So I'm pretty much dwarfed out, guys. There's another pile of bones. For the ground, I think. Yeah, that's cool. That's so cool. And what do we got there? That's part of one of these guys, like shields or something, because I saw other guys holding those. So, and there's another one of those capes, but this one a little bit different. Really cool. Last piece of an arm and some sort of piece of a another weapon here that obviously broke off from something. But again, that part was came to like $2.25, I think, with tax and everything. So pretty sweet. Sorry about this long video, like I was saying. Really cool haul all around. Let me know what you think. Definitely some things usable for D&D, at least this section right here specifically usable for D&D. So that's really nice. That's worth the price to me right there for those two baggies. The rest of this stuff is going to be, you know, either bits or pieces or something to do trades and whatnot with. But that's everything I got for you this time around. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I apologize for the length of this one, and I will see you all later.